I would like to welcome you all to the scumbag era. That basically is just me saying that I'm gonna do what I want to do, play the games I want to play, which is what I've been doing this entire time. But I've always tried to make things enjoyable to an audience that doesn't exist, and I'm kind of done doing that. I like making these videos. I like editing these videos. I'm just gonna do this for me. So effectively, I'm not like worried about what YouTube considers like advertiser friendly because I'm not getting ads anyway, and I'll probably never be able to. So here's the deal: if you like what I do, leave a comment, subscribe, maybe share it with somebody else that you might think is good. If you don't like it, fuck it. Go ahead and tell me that you don't like what I'm doing. Yes, I'm not supposed to swear in the first minute, but I don't care. No ads, and that's kind of the plus side to this channel. I'm effectively wild wild westing it. I can do whatever I want. I hope you enjoy the show. Peace out. All right, welcome back to Strep. Yeah, I'm Mark, and that's him. Y'all ready to go? All
Yeah.
right. The location of a crystal star has been recorded on your magical map.
Also, because of this recording session, just be prepared to hear about political shit more than likely every once in a while.
Yeah. Quick, let's cruise up to the professor's office. We have to tell that guy about the print. Please don't warp me up there. Don't warp me. Don't warp me. They warped me.
No!
My testicles.
That was the last thing I wanted
That
you
was
to
the
do.
thing I didn't want. What? Oh no. That was written in Princess Peach's email? The legendary treasure is actually the spirit of an ancient demon. And those fiends want to use the crystal stars to open the 1,000-year door and resurrect it? How bone-chilling. Sadly, it does seem to be consistent with what I've uncovered. Well, come on, give it up, prof. Well, come on, give it up, man. Okay, so that's supposed to be me in my voice. I have to change some of the words because they're just things that no black man would ever say. Well, come on, give it up. What'd you find out? This is rather long, so you'd better listen well. Ahem, ahem, ahem. I'm gonna read this in my voice because I'm reading this in my voice. Are you all ready? And you there in front of the... All right. Did someone pile drive you on your head? Did somebody pile drive you on your head or something? I don't see any screen here, Professor Poindexter. Oh, never you mind. Don't worry about such trivial details. Just listen. Real voice time. The great cataclysm that destroyed the city which once stood here may refer to this demon. It's said that the 7 crystal stars were actually created by that monster. And that this thing used the power of crystal stars to try to control the world. According to legend, the demon was okay, I thought that said defecated, and I was very confused. According to legend, the demon was defeated in the end by 4 heroes, but only one of the beast's physical forms was destroyed. But only the beast's physical form was destroyed. Its spirit could not be eradicated. So, the heroes used the crystal stars, which they had stolen from the demon, and then they sealed its wicked spirit within the Palace of Shadows, locked behind the 1,000-year door. From this, I gathered the crystal stars cannot distinguish good from evil. So, if they're all united, they can either seal away or resurrect that demon. It seems that who wields the crystal stars determines if they're used for good or for evil. Hey, then isn't it possible that we shouldn't gather the crystal stars? Maybe we ought to just stomp the heck out of them and throw the pieces away. That's on the table as far as I'm concerned. That was my first idea too, but further research suggests we can't do that. There's a slight possibility that the 1,000-year door is weakening. It seems the crystal stars hold the power to seal the beast for 1,000 years. So once 1,000 years pass, the power to keep the door sealed will fail. And unfortunately, this year may be the 1,000th year. In other words, we must be ready for the demon's return, even if the X-Nauts fail. Whoa. Let's roll, in. To seal the demon, we gotta get the rest of those crystal stars. Where's the next one at? According to the map, it appears to be somewhere on Keelhole Key. Oh, Keelhole, yeah. I am sorry that I did that. I apologize. Keelhole Key. I'm none too familiar with the place, but I've heard countless unsavory rumors. You know, the usual stuff, vengeful spirits full of hatred, evil curses, things of that nature. I'm not sure the sea salts. I'm sure the sea salt's down by the harbor no more. You should head there first. Well, we're not going to do that because I have to masturbate. This is Mark's opportunity. Okay, that's a weird. So I need to go back into the sewers and find a spiky room.
Yeah, you do that first. The guide, as helpful as ever, after you do that, says after you find more about the crystal, blah blah blah. If you still need to do some stuff around Rogueport, like fixing up troubles or hunting for star pieces, make sure you do them before you do the Flavio and Bobbery quest.
Oh, you don't know who Flavio is? You don't know who Flavio? That's the boy. That's that boy.
But yeah, apparently you should do shit before you do the other shit.
Okay, so we won't be jumping into chapter 4 all that soon. So we're gonna be dicking around. So Mark, what year is it? What year of our Lord is it currently?
2024.
You know what's weird about that? In theory,
What?
there was a year 5 at some point.
Yeah.
Does it send me all the way back? Yeah, it does. Okay, so he's not the one I want to do that with. She's the one I want to do that with.
You did it.
You get the spike shield, man. Mario, where goes the Baba? Let's take this off.
You don't even have the stuff to use it.
Who? Who is that? Who? Dr. Bruce Banner?
Bruce Banner?
What the hell are you talking about? Who is he? Dr. Ruth. A person died. My mom's old, and so like they get really excited when a person dies.
Well, at that point, it's like, you know, you try to stay in the race as long as you can, and when someone else drops out, it's like, you know, I'm winning.
It's an old Southern thing. Like, old people call each other,
No.
hey, you're fucking Billy Jim died. Oh, damn, I ain't died. That motherfucker was out there doing some motherfuckery. Yeah, they probably had that. That motherfuckery will get you each time, I tell you.
My favorite George Carlin bit is like, I just saw him the other day. Yeah, didn't help.
And you didn't help?
If anything, it made him worse. You were the reason he died.
You're the reason. Okay, so what else do we want to do while we're slapping our nuts? Is this how I got here?
Let me look.
I'm gonna go back up and I'm gonna check the do stuff panel.
The do stuff.
Yeah, like the help us board. I don't know where it is. Do you know where it is?
I think it's where it's in one of those rooms around here.
Hey, this is your first time. Oh God, no. No! I already know. If you're a nice guy, you'll choose someone and try to help them out. If not, if no, then no. Okay. Oh, so we have to do them one at a time?
You want to do the elusive badge trouble before you finish this chapter, apparently.
Before I start the next chapter or before I finish it?
Yeah, before you start the next chapter.
I'm after an elusive badge. Must explain in person. Meet me on the roof of Zest's house in Roadport Square. So you can only do one at a time?
I don't know. It doesn't say. You can try to get another one, see what happens.
They call me Garf. I have lost the key and thus I cannot get into my house. It should be somewhere in Rogueport. I just need someone to find it. I'll be waiting for you at the house at the very end of East Rogueport. You can only take one at a time, right?
Oh, yeah, there you go. Not yet.
Now I know exactly what it is I need to do. I need to shake, rattle, and roll.
Alright, where am I going? I'm going on top of somebody's house. Zest.
Yeah. Zest.
I know where I'm going. I still want to figure out, like, how do I get up here?
How to get that?
Just look
This
it up.
face at the thingy.
Hey Google. How do you get the big chest in Rogueport in Paper Mario: The 1,000-Year Door? It got close enough, if I'm being real. It got relatively close.
Ultra boots.
Oh, well, that's fucking why then. Like, it's one of those things where the answer is once you get the ability to get. Well, let's go ahead and get this out of the goddamn way.
Well, I headed to Circuit Break Island and got me a marvelous compass piece. You wouldn't believe it, bro. Talk about thrills, chills, and or spills. It was pretty exciting, bro. Want to hear what happened? It's a long story.
You know I do. You know I do.
Well, like I said, it's a really long story, but here goes.
Look, so he's reluctant to tell it, but he still offers to tell it.
Just as our boat arrived at Circuit...
Like, are you sure?
I'm not doing the voice. Just as our boat arrived at Circuit Break Island, we heard this incredible racket. We soon found out that they hold kart races almost every day on the island. That's annoying already. Whoever takes first place in the race gets to rule the island as king for that day. That sounds kind of fun. Just as we got to the racetrack, they were holding the award ceremony. I couldn't believe my eyes. Right there on the trophy, they gifted the winner. It was another piece of the marvelous compass. I almost passed dead away. I decided right then and there that the only thing to do was to enter the next race. I've driven the kart races before, so I thought I'd be okay. Boy, was I wrong. Weird, because you're a pretty solid driver. The karts were supercharged. The karts were supercharged machines that could send you airborne with their exhaust. These vehicles were armed with missiles and bazookas. It was a anything goes, bro. Of course, I wanted to get right out of their pronto. Of course, I wanted to get right out of there pronto. These drivers were crazy. But I worked up my courage and signed up anyway. And my race day finally came. I got one of the best karts. The big green 101, sorry. I took my position at the start line. The light went green, I stomped the accelerator and something bad happened. I was in reverse. The big green one was rocketing backwards with me yelling. I crashed into the wall behind me hard enough to cut me off mid-screen. In one fell swoop, I dropped into last place and wrecked my racing machine. But it wasn't all bad news. All the other cars crashed because of my maneuver. Once I got in gear and took off, I was the only car left. I won by a country mile, bro. I took the piece off of my trophy and added it to the marvelous compass. The compass came to life and pointed me towards Jazzafrag Town in the east. And then I headed that way, and then I heard that voice. Princess Eclair's voice echoed in my ears again. Oh, my princess, random words would form poetry spoken by your voice. I will most definitely save you. Just wait for me, Princess Eclair. Oh, sorry about that, bro. So after that, I got back on my boat and came back here to Rogueport, and that's what's been up with me. Want to hear about something else? You have nothing else to tell me. You salty salmon. Boy, this game is going to go on forever. Like, do you know what episode title we're on? Do you have any clue?
40?
Huh? Did you say
40 something?
You're close, but no. Hi, Mr. Mustache Cutie. I'm the one with the trouble. I'm a pretty lucky girl to have a strapping fella like you take on my trouble. Well, let me get right to it, okay? I've done all I can to find this one elusive badge, but I failed it every time. The badge is hidden in Hooktail's lair. Of that much I'm sure. I went to check that room after I heard you defeated Hooktail, but nothing. I heard rumors that to find this badge, one has to use the wind. I have no idea what that means though. Anyway, look for it, okay, sweetie? Smoochy kissy smoochy. So do I really have to go back to that motherfucking place to get that?
You sure do, bud.
Is it there now?
Let me double check.
Yeah, let's double check after you punch the microphone for whatever reason.
That's fine.
Because again, like I can take time. If we got what we need to go get it. The problem is there's no map. There's no in-game map. You are expected to remember where everything is.
Yeah, you have to go all the way to the top of Folktail's castle.
So like that's literally what I'm supposed to do is that. And then I drop down here. And then there we go. Okay. And then you do this and that. What the fuck? Okay. Whatever. Fine.
Oh, okay.
How did I not get that the first time? What was I doing?
I mean, I guess you didn't think, oh yeah, I'm gonna drop down. That seems like a good idea.
I definitely didn't want to come back up here. Alright. So what do we know?
You have the spirit.
Yeah, I know. I know what I'm supposed. I know what I'm supposed to do. I just don't know where it is.
I think it's in the middle.
I'll get there.
And then you'll get where you're going.
Boy, the middle is a concept in this room. If anybody else is curious,
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is.
If anybody else is curious, I cannot walk while she's blowing, which I suppose is the plight of every man. But like, this is the only way I can do it.
Because I do not see how you like. It doesn't
Would have
seem
figured
like. Because when I'm looking at the gameplay, it does not look like this thing should be there.
Mm-hmm. I'd imagine that's kind of the point, Mark.
Yeah.
For being honest with you.
Like, I'm not seeing any sort of glitch or like
Okay.
weird distortion.
Is it on the floor?
Yeah, it's in the middle, somewhere on the floor.
Like, I'd imagine like that would be the middle. There's like that little patch right there.
Like, 'cause it looks like one of those squares that you blow off. It's just in the fucking middle of the floor.
Got it. I mean, you can see that I got it. The reality of this, like, in theory, I walked behind it. Like, when the paper was up, like, it wasn't laying flat on the ground. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, the paper was vertical to us. It was not horizontal. It was not laying on the ground. So when Mario walked behind here, he should have vanished. It's the badge Miss Miles is looking for. Take it to her. Take it to her. Make her have it now. The episode is not over. We will not end the episode until we deliver this goddamn badge to that goddamn mouse.
The end.
Yeah, that sounds like oh, we're fucking done.
Now what?
It's right there. We're not gonna remember that. Like, I want you to know that. I'm not gonna remember that. That to go to the quick switch, like, yeah, that it's right there. It's right in front of this place. I'm not gonna remember that. I'm gonna go searching for that bitch in an episode or two. No, that is
But yeah, whatever counts as a presidential act or whatever. There's just no specification. Who knows?
Oh, anyway. That face. Does it mean you found the badge? Yeah, you should have.
No.
Nah, no. Well, this is certainly the badge that I was looking for. Oh my, yeah. Now my sweet, promise to hear me out without getting mad. You see, I was the one who hid that badge. It was a little game of mine. I have to apologize, but I knew you would find it. My handsome Steve Holmes. You may have even more badge finding skills than I do. I just thought of something. Perhaps I should just travel with you from now on. Because I'm sure to find lots of badges that way. Don't you think? Now fucking help. Now about that reward. Let's see. Take this badge that you managed to find. But I expect you to lead me to more. You got the attack FXB badge. Change the sound effects of Mario's attack to sound mousy. Now let me formally state that you will now enjoy the pleasure of my company. Smoochie right on my nipple. Miss Mouse has joined your party. This is what Mark didn't want to tell me, but I figured it out at the start of the episode.
Yeah.
Miss Mouse's ability, a primer. Press X and Miss Mouse will sniff the surrounding air. If there are any items or objects hidden nearby, she will point you toward their general location. Press X to have Miss Mouse. Yes, that shit is nothing nearby. Mario, you couldn't fucking see that? If there is an item or something of interest nearby, her nose will flip. Now, to have her check it again. There's something right near us. Yeah, it's a fucking box. It's bigger than both of us. her reaction will change.
I'm
depending
surprised
on,
that she doesn't just like, are you fucking kidding me?
like,
It's right there.
Okay. So basically, she's the indicator in battle.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, that was weird. The audio, the headphone thing cut out. Okay. In battle, she can attack enemies with Love Slap. She can also help out by using Kiss You to steal an enemy's item. That was the thing I was asking about. You solved the trouble, and that, my ladies and butts. That's the end of this episode. I think, yeah, this wire is just a little frayed. I'm gonna drop a quick save right quick. And that's gonna be the end of this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed yourselves. If you didn't, I'm sorry, but there ain't really much I can do about that. I don't know how much of the political talk was in this episode, because this is about 50 minutes. That's about how long this episode was. It will not be 50 minutes in the final edit. I promise that much. A good chunk of this will probably be either thrown away or it will just go on the cut content on the other channel. But until next time, I'm sorry that I'm boring. Like, I can't do nothing about that. That's just the nature of my me. But I do hope you're having a good time. Hope that life is going well. I hope by the time this episode comes out, like, you know what the weirdest part, Mark, is? You know, in the next episode, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why this country is full of a bunch of bitch asses. Get out.